Guys, welcome back to Between Wads. Today we are talking about the life of your spine. We go through so many critical stages from birth to death, and not only in the position, but the function and the range of motion and flexibility of these joints that take place within our spine. I'm going to review with you how this all plays out so that you guys don't fall into the trap that so many adults and more of our geriatric population have really fallen victim to. So we're going to start out. We start out life in the fetal position, right? So the fetal position, when it comes to your spine, sort of looks like this one big primary curve, kind of like a rainbow. And we call this a kyphosis, right? We are born, and moms and dads put us on our tummies, and we do tummy time, right? And we start working on developing strength throughout the neck. And we start working on this, what's called our secondary curve, or our lordosis. In chiropractic college, they talk about this being the arc of life, because we see that underneath the skull, the brainstem and tons of nerve roots exit right from here. So it's critical that we have good communication through this area, no subluxation pattern that's taken place there. Then we get a little bit older. We start learning how to crawl, but of course we don't crawl like camels with our backs arched way up, right? We have gravity, right? Shifts the belly forward. Then what we do is we start standing up on the sides of things like couches or tables. And then all of a sudden, when we go into our standing position, we've got this nice, beautiful curved structure. One curve in the neck, a backward curve in the mid-back, forward curve in the low back, and then we've got this curl under that takes place down with the tailbone and the coccyx. Unfortunately, for the majority of us, we don't get checked by a chiropractor. We don't have any idea of what the heck chiropractors do. So me included, right? I had no idea what was happening with my spine until I was about 22 years old. I'd spent a significant amount of time going through too many books and spending too much time in the library with school. And I spent my time in this sort of position, right? And Jen, trying to get this shot of this person right here. So we're essentially looking at a lot of time in this position, which is unique to our time period. Never before in the history of mankind have we ever spent so much time down in these positions, looking at our iPhones, looking at our iPads, looking at everything else that sort of happens, computer and television. Then we extrapolate this out over time, and what do we get, right? We get this substantial change in the upper thoracic spine, right? We get that sort of anterior head carriage, rounded shoulders, dowager's hump appearance, right? And then all of a sudden, of course, we don't walk with the head looking down, right? We try to bring our head up to the horizon, right? We have that righting reflex. So what do? We sort of end up looking like this. And I'd ask you guys, does this look like optimal function? Does this look pain-free? Does this look like living up to your genetic potential? Does this look like living to 110, 120 years old? No, right? So the question that I ask you is, when should you start taking care of your spine? What do you think? From a chiropractic perspective, we know that the literature is showing that people have the potential to cause subluxation and joint misalignment even as early as the birth process. The day that they were born has the potential to start making change to their spine. So from a chiropractic perspective, we say that you should be checked from birth to death. Just like your teeth would want to be checked birth to death, right? Just like you would want to be eating healthy and exercising and managing your stress throughout your entire life. This is just another component of being able to maintain a healthy lifestyle so that you get a chance to live up to your genetic potential. If you haven't been checked from a chiropractor, make sure you go in and get that done. We want to make sure that we maintain these good, healthy curve system throughout your entire life. If you need help with that, call the office. Otherwise, you're on your own. Take care, and we'll see you next time.